chocolate. Yeah, is there anyone in here that did not love the cake?
Very decadent.
Yeah. Every time they walk by me, they're like, I love that cake. It was like eating fudge. Like they're being a little shy now, Jasmine. Like, it was like eating fudge. So Jasmine was nominated to be Student of the Month by her teacher, Chef Penn, who says Jasmine demonstrates strength during tough times and takes on an incredible amount of responsibility in the class. Jasmine has amazed Chef Penn in the last couple of months with her ability to complete retail orders even when her team is unavailable to help and she must complete the work alone and under time constraints. Her classmate Johnny refers to her as being perfect in every way and that she has impeccable attendance and always completes her work and assignments. As someone who visits the program often, I take supervising baking very seriously. I can tell you personally that Jasmine is a very personable, friendly, and professional. She's probably one of the first people that greets me that comes in the classroom, and she never minds when I'm asking her what she's doing, and she's explaining it to me. Last year I tried to learn how to do icing. It's really not as easy as she made it look at competitions. Jasmine's great attributes as a student and an emerging baker can be seen in her accomplishments. In addition to being a National Technical Honor Society member, she has also competed for the last 2 years at Skills USA District Competition in cake decorating. This past year you may have remembered seeing her name because she placed second for cake decorating. And then she's really humble about this. She's already been accepted to Johnson & Wales in Rhode Island, where she'll continue her education. And she very nonchalantly, when I'm like, well, like, do you have any scholarships? Like, what's going on? She said, well, yeah, they did give me $10,000 a year to go there. So she's very humble. So congratulations. And with her tonight, Jasmine has grandparents. And I just want to present this to you without looking clumsy. This is what I just read. I color coordinated it to your Student of the Month poster, which I don't know if you saw it hanging out there,
yes.
but now it's also hanging there.
Okay.
And then you're also on the sign, so you're pretty famous. Okay. And then this is also your plaque, which you can hang with pride. Because we have 198 seniors and only 12 seniors get Student of the Month each year. So that makes you pretty tremendous. Does the board have any questions for Jasmine? She's ready for anything.
Have you ever been to Rhode Island before?
No, me and my pope are going to take a trip up there soon to visit the college. So I'm really excited about
It's a
that.
beautiful state.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to see up there, so when you're up there, enjoy it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Shake your hand. Have questions?
Thank you so much.
Done a great job with her.
Thank you.
I'm making sure you have stuff.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I want to revise my announcement of the executive session. It was for personnel and a legal issue, not a policy issue. I'm keeping the executive session. Yes. Okay, and moving on with administrative report, I'm going to skip the donation so I don't forget it. Yet another donation to the Note Program.
You're pretty fast. Yeah.
Looks like we have pretty much the front end of the BMW. We have a couple fenders. Somebody must have got rear-ended.
You're building it piece by piece.
Three. So value of almost $400, and we'll take that every time. So good job, team play. Thank you.
Okay. Our students are having a tremendous year. Though we're a relatively small school in District 11, that's the Skills USA group that we're with, we left the award ceremony on February 1st with an outstanding 36 medals. 10 of those being gold. It was an incredible night, and you can be very proud of our students and our teachers. You should know we are planning a comprehensive recognition ceremony at our May JOC meeting. So in our May meeting, we'll be bringing back all the district and state winners to be presented to the JOC for recognition. The 2017 Skills USA Culinary Challenge is scheduled to take place on March 30th. I think this is the sixth year for that event. Anyway, it will take place at the Lehigh Career Technical Institute, which it always does, in Schnecksville at 5:30 p.m. It is a fundraising event, and tickets are $75 and can be purchased through Tracy Grant. I think that's true. Was either Mary Ann? Okay. While we are busy with our JOC meeting tonight, PDE, the Department of Career Tech Ed, will be recognizing our school in a ceremony in Hershey as one of Pennsylvania's highest performing career technical centers. Our NOCTI written performance scores from last year qualified us as one of the top 13 tech schools in Pennsylvania out of 82 schools. Tracy Hill is in Hershey in my place. She'll be bringing home the award tomorrow. And while she's there, she will also be presenting details of the Bucks County Community College agreement to an expected audience of 400 people. She didn't know that when she went out. I left that out.
400.
So, speaking of that agreement, we still have 17 students in our first cohort working toward now their college degree in technical entrepreneurship, and they're all doing very solid work. Look for an article very soon from Joe Ferry, our public relations contractor. He will be highlighting the students and telling some of their stories. I look forward to seeing that. On the note of the community college, I want to let the GOC know that I received a phone call yesterday from Dr. Stephanie Shamblatt, the president of the community college. They're very much impressed with Upper Bucks County Tech School. They're very much impressed with the relationship that is developing between us and them, and they are very much interested in discussing the topic of partnering with us so that some more opportunities can be brought to Upper Bucks County, possibly similar to the ones that are happening for our high school students, also happening for adult learners. So there's more details to follow, but that was my first call like that from the community college in 5 years. So I'm very, very hopeful that it's going to lead to something. I just want to point out that some of you may know the name B. Braun, the medical device manufacturer up in Allentown. Dr. Harner has had a conversation with the head of HR at B. Braun and was kind enough to make an introduction. And we'll be having them here for lunch and a tour of our campus soon, March 3rd. And the goal is to find mutual opportunities for them and for our students regarding employment. So I have worked with B. Braun in the past when I was up working in Lehigh County. It's a great company. And machining? It could be, well, actually it could be. I'm expecting machining, mechatronics, anything automated manufacturing, but there are also opportunities in food service, healthcare, that sort of thing as well.
Students have a student come here to go out there and make,
Well,
So there's two,
make minuscule.
there's Aaron Blom, who owns Blom Precision Machining, and then there's B. Braun. And I think sometimes there's,
These are all,
We have-
these are medical
Doing
devices.
their,
They make, internship. What?
nothing, he was a student here, on the
The
job.
co-op.
In college. Yes,
Yeah.
he covered the medical facility, I thought it was Bond, who was making components.
This is Pete Roman, BRA.
We have several students in co-op with precision machine.
So that must be one thing.
Maybe, they do aerospace and also medical.
They're a huge conglomerate.
Yeah, I think you're thinking long.
Germany,
Yeah.
based in Germany.
I knew he
We do
came
business
with
Aerospace, medical device, and industrial
They make
markets.
rockets.
I remember he was talking about because he came in and showed us a component of a hip that
Yeah,
he was
something.
making.
That was one of the other old dudes.
And thank you, Emily. I forgot that Emily was with us tonight. Emily's a little under the weather, but thank you for being here. And if you're still okay with it, I'd like to ask you to just say a few words about adult ed and how we're doing with some of our offerings.
Sure, we are still, we have a lot of auto technician courses. That's what Kathleen had continued with last year, and they are continuing. So that's good. We just completed a customized welding, a TIG application with Creekoff International. They were very pleased. We've started some blueprint reading courses. We have, we're hoping to do some welding code certifications in the end of March, and we're working on a plumbing code, actually for those individuals in the area that might be going for their master plumbers or their journeyman certifications and the tests, and we're working with the plumbing instructor right now to develop a course to prep individuals to take those tests. So we're moving forward with.
Would this be part of what community college is referring to?
Well, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping that all these different avenues can sort of merge together into a similar opportunity.
We have a number of students going through the day school as well, doing small portions of it. There are some students in dental, auto collision, plumbing.
These would be adults you're talking about.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, in the same ballpark, our mechatronics program takes another step forward tomorrow when we have our first occupational advisory committee, 8:30 tomorrow morning. So it'll take place right here, of course, and we appreciate all the employers who are coming out to support this fantastic new program. And last but not least, I just want to remind everyone that on March 16th, our next JOC meeting, before the JOC meeting is our joint board general advisory committee dinner. And I know that this was a tradition. Recently, we've brought it back. This will be our second year doing it since it's been rejuvenated. It's an important function, and the goal of this dinner is to provide you with a networking opportunity to meet and discuss whatever you choose to discuss with the 27 board members and the numerous general advisory committee members.
Thank you.
So it's a pretty aggressive schedule, trying to fit this in before a JOC meeting. Hopefully, everything will go smoothly and we'll be able to transition right over to here for that meeting. So if you haven't already RSVP'd, please let Tracy Graham know. And remember too, it is a +1 event, so if you choose to bring a guest, that would be fine and wonderful. And thank you, Mr. Sherman. That concludes my report.
Committee reports. We did have a finance committee meeting before the meeting, where Gail presented the next year's budget, and we had a Q&A session on that. I don't know, Mr. Waxler, if there's anything further you want to throw out to the floor as far as discussion, or if there's any questions on the budget that need to be fielded before we move on.
Sir, you can answer any questions that may be lingering about the budget, more about the proposed changes to the articles.
All right, policy and program, we have the first reading of policy number 824, which is attachment 1. And Ms. Florence, do you want to just give a quick overview of what policy that?
Yeah, we did not have a policy program meeting tonight. Like the last month, we did need to review this policy. We made recommendations, it's going for first reading, and it's just maintaining professional adult-student boundaries. It's a new PSBA policy that we did not have here.
And that's the first reading, the second reading will be next
March.
and we'll vote on it then.
Yep.
Okay, that brings us to the consent calendar. It's recommended that the consent calendar be approved. Approval of January minutes, which is attachment A. Acceptance of January financial reports, which is attachment B. Approval of February bills payable, that's attachment C. And approval of personnel recommendations, which is attachment D. Do I have a motion to approve the consent calendar? Any motion? Moved by Mr. Booth, seconded by Mr. Anderson. Any discussion? We have no discussion. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is the Articles of Agreement. There's a small revision in the wording. And we're looking for a motion to amend Section 9, fund balance prorating and payment of operating and capital expenses. A, fund balance by adding the following words. The technical school shall maintain a surplus fund balance to provide an unrestricted, uncommitted, and unassigned cash reserve for contingencies or emergencies of no greater than 8% of the expenditure of the general fund. And the new words are unrestricted, uncommitted, and unassigned. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Anderson moved. Mr. Bigler, second. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Number 9. Tentative budget for 2017-2018. Motion to approve the tentative budget approved, let me start over. Motion to approve the tentative budget for the 2017-2018 school year and for the submission to the joint board for final approval. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Sandra. Second?
Mr. Shermer, can we add the words revenue alternative number 2?
Okay, I can do that. Let's, we can amend the motion.
You just have to, you can just get the, whoever made the motion to agree to change it.
Okay. So, who made the motion, Mr.?
I did.
Oh,
Right here.
okay, so if you could have, made the
We're
motion.
good.
Okay. Okay, so what you said. Revenue option
Number 2.
number 2.
Revenue alternative number 2.
Revenue option number 2. Motion seconded, any discussion?
So, Gail, I'm guessing in there, is that a regional food service building in Blackwell, or is it?
No, what I said was, I have no history under these circumstances. First year we're in with far fewer people and customers, so it's just my educated guess on
Okay.
how we're gonna do. You know, it's approximately half because of how many fewer customers we have.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Skills USA State Competition. Motion to approve 14 students and 2 teachers to attend the Skills USA PA State Leadership and Skills Championship in Hershey, PA on April 19, 20, 21, 2017. The total cost of the trip is $8,272. Do you have a motion? Mr. Anderson, second. By Mr. Klein.
So who are the 14 students that get together?
So we have 10 gold winners that proceed on to states,
Okay.
and then we have what's called a bye, which just means that we don't have the district competition. So, one is for dental, because there's only 2 schools that have a dental program. Welding sculpture is now going directly to states, and then we have 2 competitions in small engines that they don't do on a district level that go right to states.
So we have 2 small engine going to the states. Cool. That's relatively new program for us, right?
Yep.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
I do have a question. Are we sending a nurse?
We only send a nurse if there are medication needs,
Okay.
and these are, that's
Okay,
what
thank you.
Number 11 is a bid opening for an iron worker. A motion to accept the base bid in the amount of $21,796 for the 85-ton iron worker piece of equipment from Welding Supply Corporation, Hatfield. The sealed bids were opened on February 10th, 2017.
So,
There's a motion and a second. Second by Mr. Drew. Any discussion?
What is this thing?
it's essentially a big hydraulic press that can punch holes through steel. It'll shear, cut holes, cut angle. You can put angle iron in and it'll make a nice shear cut.
So what shop is this?
Welding.
Well,
Actually, the good news is when we had the written quote to budget for it, and within our grants, we thought it was gonna cost almost $24,000. So I'm pleased with it. Yeah.
Support work, right?
So this will get down to 10, 11, plus, less the grant?
No, actually, the entire amount was covered under our supplemental equipment grant.
So this is steel punch press, right?
These are steel plates.
Yeah.
And big one.
Big one, 85 tons.
85 tons big one.
I mean, I look at it as a really nice gift to the school.
So the company told you, hey,
Well, this is the welding floor, so we hope not to.
Doesn't have a big chunk, they won't be able to tell when it goes.
No, it's not a lever. It's a, I don't know if that's a lever, actually.
No, but I was eavesdropping on Ada, there were 2 grants that we acquired. One is called a competitive equipment grant, where we spend 50 and get 50.
Okay.
The other one was a supplemental, and we're getting about 41,000 for that. We don't have to do anything, we don't have to match it.
Okay. And what part of this one's coming from?
This one was coming from supplemental help.
But it's essentially windfall, but it's something we needed, so it worked out.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. The HOSA State Conference, this is revised from December. A motion to approve student participation in the HOSA State Conference at Lancaster Host Resort and Conference Center in Lancaster from March 8th through the 10th, 2017, as follows as recommended. And the total cost of this to Upper Bucks is $1,594. Any discussion? No.
Need a second.
Sorry, first, we need a second.
Second.
Line, any discussion?
This is no nurse?
Well, no, there are 9 students, so we felt like we need to go back and redo the motion, and then we also, after looking at the students, we do not need to send a nurse. But no one wants to tell these 9 kids that one of them can't go. So, 8 of them will be competing, and one of them is a delegate.
So we are setting up.
Yeah, we are sending 9, we're not sending a nurse, so the kids are paying more, but we're saving. But we like transparency in how we spend money here, so
The
we're
number
right back.
went down.
how do you compete in dental?
So, no, a lot of the competitions I've seen, you know, the students research different topics and then do a presentation, they create a poster. But it's all health related fields out there. They won't be drilling.
It's unfortunate.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries unanimously. This brings us to comments from the audience in general. Please state your name and district of residence. Any comments from the audience? Yeah.
Robert Linden. I have a question or a request. Could Mr. Wagensiller please explain the mechatronics path to associate degree, how long that takes? I read newspaper articles and listened to meetings, and I'm confused.
I think you might be asking about the technical entrepreneurship program.
Maybe.
It's the same degree that all of our students wrote for, not just mechatronics. Mechatronics, yes, but everyone else is eligible.
Well, that's probably what's confusing me.
Yeah, it just happened to coincide that the mechatronics was being initiated at the same time we were implementing or signing the agreement with the community college.
As I understand it, it takes 4 years and you get an associate degree.
Well, when the students graduate high school, provided they have certain criteria, they have to be advanced on the NACTI exam or the NIMS exam if it's the machining program. They need to, they have to have at least one state-recognized industry certification. And for bonus points, they would need to have up to 200 hours of work-based experience. But having those three things it would earn a student, now the numbers are a little far, 23 credits, is it? 23 credits. With another 6 credits toward an associate's degree being taught right here at the tech school. So we have a classroom, the college comes up and teaches 2 classes in entrepreneurship to our students here. So upon graduating high school, the eligible candidate would have 29 credits toward the approximate 60 credits needed for the associate. It might be 61 credits for the associate's degree. So at that point, the student graduates high school, continues on with the community college to get the additional 30 credits or so needed to complete the associate's degree. So it's very possible for a student who's working hard at it to have the associate's degree 1 year out of high school, in addition to all their career and tech certifications. It's a separate deal, but related. Bloomsburg University has an agreement with the community college where they're saying, we will take that associate's degree, kit and caboodle, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, and drop it right into our bachelor's program in technical leadership. So in another 2 years, the student can finish their bachelor's degree. So 3 years out of high school, the student can end up with all the CTE certs, the associate's degree and the bachelor's degree, and all at a very, very reasonable price. Most of the courses, if not all the coursework, can take place right here in Bucks County without ever going to Bloomsburg University. So between online classes and classes taken at either the Newtown campus or the Percy campus, the students can complete the whole program without ever leaving home, unless they want to, which I've had a few parents say to me, we want them to. So,
Thank you.
sure.
Great. I think that's a phenomenal program. I was happy to go down to the community college for the signing of that, and well done by all who pursued that. It's an associate's degree a year out of high school, and a bachelor's degree gives you all the tools you need to apply the skills and actually run a business. And we have all of the personnel, tax, finance, at least an understanding of what needs to be done to run a business, and that's huge. Well done. So announcements, the next regular JOC board meeting is scheduled for March 16th, 2017, 7:30 PM in the JOC boardroom. Any comments from the joint operating committee? If not, could I have a
Motion be adjourned?
all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay.
That's nice and quick.
Yes, good.